just had Jacksepticeye's taste on anime and Pretty Elite. This time we have Mr. Ludwig. If you don't know Ludwig, I don't really know what to say. Let's check it out.
Why anime? You never watched anime before this? You were just like, I'm just going to watch anime.
I watched it as a kid growing up. I watched Naruto. I watched Dragon Ball Z Kai. And but I never watched anything else. I had like a couple Shonen Jump.
That's how I grew up, man. Just watching battle shonen animes. Never checked out Slice of Life. Never checked out anything else. Just Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, and I thought everything else was garbage.
But nothing hardcore, like One Piece too. And then when I applied for the JET program, I was like, because that's where I pivoted after the self-help thing. I was like, I'll do JET program.
Okay. Right.
My mom won't see that. And I was like, okay, Chris Broad videos and what's a good anime? I looked it up and I was like, okay, Sword Art Online. And
Let's see. No. I will not have SAO slander in my videos. This fucker and this fucker are why SAO gets overhated. Yup. I think popular anitubers completely manipulated and gaslit the anime audience about Sword Art Online, and they got so much hate. I finished all of SAO seasons 1 to 4, and I can confidently say it is an amazing fucking anime. Minimum 8 out of 10. Now, season 1, Alfheim Online. What the hell is that? Racist fairy arc with incest stuff with Sugu. It was a train wreck. Still pretty enjoyable, even though it was a hot dumpster fire. Excluding that, what happens in season 2 with not Guilty Gear Online, GGO, right? GGO, Gun Gale Online, Mother's Rosario, which just was such a touching story and themes about how you shouldn't take life for granted. Tonki arc was just fun slice of life bullshit. And then season 3 and 4, Project Alicization, peak fiction, peak science fiction. Like, I genuinely cannot understand people that hate on SAO. And if you ask them, if you have a genuine conversation with them, they never even finished season 1 or season 2. They just harp on the talking points about how SAO is so garbage because it failed to, you know, sell that whole you die in the game, you die in real life part with Heathcliff coming up with the plot twist and then ALO bullshit. And then it's just, people run off with it. It's so sad how SAO has such a bad rep because of, you know, just these stupid ass fucking talking points.
Oh no!
My first anime.
It's not a bad first anime. I do think it's good.
It flames.
It's good.
It's such a good show.
I think it's very good at introducing people to.
I hate this cocky, snobby, pretentious motherfucker thinking he's too good for SAO. No, SAO is great. Fuck you, anime man.
Very good at introducing people to anime. I will say that.
It's a good gateway. Good gateway.
I mean, it is like it has all the tropes you will find in anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets you ready for anime.
Crossfield of Dreams song is also good. The one where it's like the
Crossing Field.
Yeah, Crossing Field.
Yeah, that opening is fucking fire.
Every SAO opening is fucking straight fire. My favorite SAO opening might be season 2. GGO opening, part 1. I love that shit. And my favorite ending, the theme that I still play to this day. I still play the same track when I start up stream. And I play the same song. Are you ready? I'll play just a little bit of it because I get copyright claimed. Right over here, bro. Woo! This song, bro. Oh my god. The ending for part 1 of season 3. Goosebumps. Love it.
And I'm like, and it's like Spy Kids 3D, so it's like I want to be. You die in the game, you die in real life, you know. And it's a lot of tropes that I know. And I was like, I'm all on board up until the main villain was holding the like main protagonist girl and like sexually.
Yeah, that's fair. Yep. That's the one. I absolutely agree. I don't know why. No, I do know why. Sword Art Online author is creepy. He has this weird fantasy of maybe self-inserting himself as the villain who is always grapey. Every part of SAO, every arc, has one creepy ass dude. And I just wish that wasn't a thing. And then the most like diabolical thing about this is the collaboration with A1 Pictures, Reki Karahara or whatever his name is, SAO author, and the director, the team that works on SAO, they share the same wavelength. For example, when SAO season 4, I think, part 1 ended and part 2 came back on hiatus, right? After like a year or a year. There's the one scene where Sugu, she gets graped pretty much. And the level of detail, the level of quality and polish that A1 Pictures, it's just, this, like, that scene was probably the best animated scene of all of SAO. That's the saddest part. It's crazy how diabolical again the author and the team at A1 Pictures. You know, whenever some degenerate fan service is about to happen, A1 Pictures is like, I got you, boss. Don't worry. We're gonna go crazy with this. Even season 3, when Tisei and Roni are in bed, and we have fucking ketchup and mustard, right? Rios literally jumping up in bed, fucking taking off his bathrobe. It is just the most insane scene, but the quality, the polish, every time those creepy dudes' tongues are flickering, the level of detail is just mind-blowing how they go crazy in those scenes.
Assaulting her.
Oh yeah, that's in.
And I was like,
Which time?
I was like, whoa.
Which time? Yeah, which time?
Yeah, yeah.
It happens often in Sword
which
Art
arc?
Online, unfortunately.
I think
Yeah.
that's every arc. Right?
And then
He's right, it is every arc. And that's the unfortunate thing about SAO. There's a creepy motherfucker in every arc. Was there one in actually Tonki arc? Or even Mother's Rosario? I don't really think Mother's Rosario or Tonki arc had that, right?
season 2, the like sister's like Oni-chan. I'm like, whoa. And then
I'm actually your cousin.
I was like, maybe I should find a new anime.
Guess what? The incest themes that exist in SAO is prevalent in pretty much a lot of different animes too.
I stuck it out all the way through the Gun series too.
Nice.
Gun Gale?
Yeah. I gave it a good.
I watched all the Gun
Our
ones
shot
as well.
online, as I like to call it.
Yeah.
I literally just
Ass shot online is accurate. Sinon's thighs and ass, bro. It's just a cameraman. I remember that one scene in the cave where Sinon needs like therapy from Kirito, and Sinon is just like on Kirito's like lap. Like, bro, the cameraman is like, when they're just talking about their feelings, but the cameraman is just like going up and down on Sinon's body. I can't take it seriously.
ass shots and then shaking violently with the sniper goes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Apparently, it gets better.
No.
Way
Like,
better.
Recently, it's gotten better.
No.
It does.
Way better.
It does.
No, I've
It does better. What are you talking about? It doesn't get better. You telling me that Project Alicization is not better?
heard. I've heard it's good now.
Okay, like as much as I clown on Sword Art Online, it's just kind of like my junk food. I realized this recently. I've watched every anime of Sword Art Online that's been produced so
Good.
far.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how or why I did this to myself.
It's enjoyable.
But I did, and the latest season, Alicization, I genuinely think is a lot of fun. Would I
It's peak fiction. It's beyond fun.
call it good? I don't know.
I call it great, bro.
That is
like-
fun.
In American culture, a lot of the times people have like a sitcom that they just watch on repeat. It's like their comfort
Like The Office.
sitcom, and it's like it's Friends, it's Him Yim, it's Big Bang Theory if you have no taste, and it's just their show.
Big Bang Theory if you have no taste. Damn, Big Bang Theory is just getting strays. I haven't seen these, American TV shows, but damn.
Oh, and like that's what Sword Art Online is. It's just easy. Doesn't surprise you too much.
Sword Art Online is
Yeah.
the Big Bang Theory of anime.
Yeah.
It's a very comforting show, right? I'm not going to say SAO does something like... I mean, I do believe that their take on sci-fi and like AI, even with like the concept of AGI, right? That was introduced in season 4 of, of SAO was phenomenal. Their take on AR and VR technology and how they incorporate those themes into storytelling is fantastic. Even the movie, right? The movie which had to do with the AR technology, augmented reality, as in you're not full diving. You have these lenses though, where in everyday real life, you can see holograms and different interfaces to kind of like make your life easier, more convenient. I love that shit.
Honestly? Yeah, but honestly.
Yeah, get
Okay,
out this
so-
fan base.
So you finish Sword Art Online.
Uh-huh.
Then what do you watch?
Well, then I wanted to be cultured.
Right.
So I looked up what the best anime were,
Okay.
and I tried to watch those.
Okay.
So
Or they Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Death Note.
like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood,
Right.
Yeah.
couldn't get through it.
Oh, couldn't get through it. Even though Jacksepticeye recently said, right, in the video, and not recent, this is 2 years ago, but like, you know, that was his favorite anime. Ludwig could not finish Brotherhood.
I couldn't get through it.
That what from Connor, bro? What?
I couldn't get through it.
Did you eventually get through it?
No, it was so long.
He dropped it.
Hunter Hunter.
What?
The funniest part here is the fact that Giguk is making this face, even though this motherfucker didn't even watch it.
It was so long, Connor.
It's 64 episodes.
Yeah, but by episode like 35, it's mostly like recap and talking and no
Wait, which
fighting.
way? Brotherhood?
Yeah,
No,
Brotherhood.
Why did we watch the same
Someone said that like the second half of Brotherhood is really like slow. Maybe this is exactly what Ludwig's talking about.
show?
It's so slow. It's a lot of recapping. It's a lot of. It's not well paced. I think.
I haven't seen it in a long time, so I can't.
You
say,
are the
but-
only person I've ever met who has
You know
started
that's-
Brotherhood and hasn't finished
That's
it.
that's like blasphemous. Saying
You know what's fucked up too?
What?
I love Silver Spoon.
Haven't seen it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. Isn't this like like a farming anime? Like very chill slice of life, no crazy battle shonen stuff. It's just Silver Spoon.
What's fucked up about
Where
it?
the
That's a
fuck
good-
did that come from?
That's a good show.
Same
That's a
director.
good show.
Same director.
Yeah.
Of
And
FMA
it's
Brotherhood?
like
Nothing to do with.
It's clearly the less popular of the
Same author.
shows that she's made.
Nobody talks about Silver Spoon.
Yeah, I love.
That's a really... Is that not a very enlightened take? Like, I feel like Silver Spoon would never be mentioned or talked in this kind of light. And Ludwig talking about this, it feels like a very pretentious take, but it's not a pretentious take. You know what I mean? Like, the normal take is, I love Full Metal Brother Alchemist, I love Attack on Titan, but Silver Spoon, I feel like it's such a niche and a very obscure anime that not a lot of people really know about, but it's actually really good.
Love Silver Spoon though.
But to be
They're
fair,
like two
your,
totally different shows as
Yeah.
well.
to be fair, your favorite anime that you told me about in your thing was a huge surprise. Like the fact that your favorite anime is Welcome to the NHK.
Yeah.
Oh, another like really legendary OG classic, right? Haven't seen this. Maybe one day we can watch this.
Says
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all
Yeah.
I have heard about it. Isn't this basically like a take on NEETs and people who don't do anything with their life, and a girl shows up and basically your life gets better as you come out of depression and you, I don't know, you're not a, I guess you become a normie. Like it's like depression and, you know, all these societal expectations of somebody and being like a hikikomori and not wanting to do anything, but then you slowly become more productive and happy and you start to thrive and actually live your life.
already a lot.
Yeah, because what I did is like you go through the Annie list, like top 100,
Yeah.
and like I gave at least every big show like an episode or two.
Right.
Okay.
And I was either like, okay, I don't vibe with this, I don't fuck with this, and I don't subscribe to the. Dude, you just gotta
Just gotta watch 50 episodes, bro.
watch till episode 77.
No, I agree.
And I don't buy that. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, if it hasn't hooked
calling
me,
out every One Piece fan right
Yeah.
now.
yeah. It's like if I haven't like gotten into it, then I my time is more valuable than subscribing to 70 episodes to enjoy something. I can just
Right.
enjoy something off episode 1, and that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
I think that's fair. It's like what the battle shown is a long time ago, right? It's just, it's different. Different times, different era where you didn't have to immediately start popping off, right? Modern animes now, they really care about, you know, that hook, that intro, right? First 3 episode rule. But a lot of these old shows, it's a really slow start.
Yeah, of course.
And so I try them all, and then you do what you normally do, which is ask other people. And so I asked Will Neff. Do you guys know Will Neff?
I do.
He's like another streamer.
I do. The name sounds familiar.
I watched this guy's reality TV reactions. I watched this guy's Survivor reactions. One of the 3 times.
Yeah, he's a pretty successful streamer. He's a super sweet guy and like one of the greatest entertainers I think in the space.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a huge weeb.
Right.
Right.
And he's an older guy, and he's like, you gotta watch Welcome to the NHK, man. Like it's a little horny, but it's perfect if like you're ever feeling lonely. And I'm like, that's all my boxes. And I watched it, and it's so good.
It's very
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I
incredible.
haven't actually watched that one.
Really,
Yeah.
I've been putting it off.
it is. I think like the worst first anime if you've never watched it. But
I think you need to be in the right headspace to
Mhm.
watch it. It's
It's not
one
a
of those
happy
shows.
anime.
No.
It's about being like a neat, right?
Yeah.
It's like where I found out about like the term of hikikomori. You know, that's literally from Welcome to the NHK.
Really? Hikikomori was founded in that anime?
But yeah, it's like very real.
That's hard for me to believe.
Depressingly real a lot of times. So it's not something you watch to be happy. It's like something you watch to just feel, I don't know what the right word.
Cathartic feelings. You watch it because, I don't know, it's just a slap in the face with a dose of reality.
It's like Oyasumi
existential.
Like, it's a great show, and it's like you learn a lot from it, and it's very real. But it's not some. It's not.
Oh, Giga learned the term hikikomori. Hikikomori. Ah, Jesus Christ! Why is it so hard to say that word? He learned it from there.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think that's exactly what I switched, because in senior year of college, like this is also like kind of right when it started, and I was watching anime.
Right.
My girlfriend and I broke up because I caught her cheating on me.
Right.
And I made a visceral decision. I literally was like, I am going to try to cry more, because I'm not like a guy who cries a lot, when I watch shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
Fair.
like a literal shift in how you like try to process them.
Yeah.
And so
That's probably the best mindset and time to be to watch shows like this, right? Where you are looking to be hurt. Not hurt, but you know, sometimes you just want to have a good cry. You know, you want to just like let all those emotions go through, and you're basically just like grieving. So watching Welcome to the NHK that tackles these like psychological themes of being a hikikomori, right? And I guess again, I don't want to like backseat the anime because I don't know what the fuck it really is about, but I've been told that it's about being a NEET and learning how to really overcome all these insecurities and all these psychological things that keeps you stuck in your room and getting out and, you know, fucking doing your thing.
So then I tried to do it first, but I was like, okay, I'll watch Your Lie in April.
Oh, that anime too. I refuse to watch this anime. I refuse to watch this because like this is basically, doesn't the blonde girl have like terminal cancer or some shit? And like it's like a guy and a girl that has like promises to play instruments and shit like at a high level, but then like she dies. And like I like I just don't want to go through it, man. I just don't want to cry and just be this depressed, and it's just maybe one day if I'm in a very emo mood, but like I just try really hard to stay away from animes like this, man, because I don't watch animes to be depressed. I don't watch animes to, you know, get slapped in the face with like these real world themes of how life is fleeting and you need to make every moment worth it. Like, for example, Mother's Rosario arc in SAO as well, right? That shit was, that destroyed me, man. And at the end of the day, it's a good theme and a lesson that you shouldn't take health for granted and you should make the most of it. But like, oh, bro, it's so fucking sad. But then again, there's stuff like, you know, Dan Da Dan episode 7, right? Season 1. And that shit was very sad too. But I still think about it because of how peak it was on all the emotional themes, right? I cried my ass off, but it's just, if I can, I try to really stay away from animes like this because I'm just not trying to be, you know, depressed. I just want to have fun and, you know, just have mindless laughs and do stuff like that.
Just like dry crying.
and
He's like, it's gonna come out.
I was like, that made me cry, but I was like, am I crying because it's like good and making me feel, or is it because it's emotionally manipulative and they make you attached to a character and they play the sad song at the sad time when you're supposed
What about both? I think it can be very both.
to cry?
Oh no, I totally get what you mean. Where there's like two different types of crying. Where there are some shows which you cry, you don't even know why you're crying. You feel like a fucking dog.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, you feel like a dog there, where like you have like the right triggers, and then it just like triggers your tears, and you're like, I don't know why I'm crying. It's just
That was Silver Spoon for me.
Really?
You're not supposed to cry at that necessarily, but at a certain point, like I was there at the festival and I was like, it's so beautiful. And I was like,
Okay, like these are like compelling cries, right? Though, right? These are like happy tears or like themes or moments that you can relate to from your own past life and be like, damn, this is a beautiful scene. And then there's moments when you start fucking doing Dan Dan episode 7, right? Where it's carefully optimized and crafted to make you cry, right? And I don't think that's a bad thing, but like, goddamn, the piano, bro. Oh my fucking god! I think the soundtrack really adds into that sad element, right? If you have that perfect fucking soundtrack that really just like hits all those sad themes and tones, Oh, you're done.
That's why it was one of my favorite shows,
Yeah.
as opposed to like a show that's like, you know, the classics that like you're gonna cry.
Right,
Yeah.
like the Cry Fest, like
Yeah.
I'm a Hunter and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
We have planned this for you to tear up.
Yeah.
Which I think that's more BS. And so
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I
yeah.
love Welcome to NHK, because it makes you feel so much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood
Well,
towards the end.
I am a homunculus. I am not a real person. I'm not gonna cry
I
at
can't
that.
get over the
I don't really know what the context of that is, but I feel like he's shitting on FMA Brotherhood really hard.
fact you got 30 episodes. You did not get 30 episodes in and drop
I
it.
did. I got all the way to a point where they were in some like white universe, and it
Spoilers out of context, I don't care.
was like Blondie with the fucking
Look at Giguk right now, covering his ears, fully aware that he's never gonna watch Brotherhood. What the fuck you covering eyes for, bro?
alfalfa
Ears.
hair, and he was talking to himself.
Isn't that near the fucking end?
It was close.
That's pretty close
What
to
the
the end,
fuck?
if I remember.
And then I was
Hold on,
like,
no spoilers. Gon hasn't seen it yet.
I haven't
oh
seen it.
shit. Ever?
No, I've never
Oh,
seen
how
it.
are you on this podcast?
That's what I'm saying.
What? Okay.
Yeah, you got further than me.
Wait, how are you calling him out for not watching it when you haven't fucking finished it?
Because I don't have a podcast called Trash Taste in a 15-year career
Yes, trash taste.
about anime.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those shows where
God has to explain it for the 19th
I have to explain
time.
it every
I
fucking
don't know.
time.
Don't explain it. I don't want to fucking hear it. I'm just gonna think of you less for having seen all of Sword Art Online and not.
this man is
Full Metal Alchemist.
Giguk is a sloppy isekai enjoyer that watched all of SAO but refuses to watch FMA Brotherhood. Confirmed.
boasted about
But then again, that's me too.
watching every season. Not even like people who like Sword Art Online
You know,
watch all seasons of Sword
You
Art
know,
Online.
I'm like Full Metal Alchemist at this point is just gonna be like the last anime I ever watched. I'm gonna
Yeah.
be like 90 years old on my deathbed. I'm gonna be like,
I think that like this is really smart though in terms of content. Because hear me out. This is gonna be like a community meme forever. That Giguk has not watched FMA Brotherhood, and this will build up and up and up. And one day, maybe he'll make an announcement. I'm finally watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. The viewership it would get will be fucking crazy. You know what I'm talking about?
now's the time to experience brotherhood.
And then your soul fades before the final
And then I'm
episode.
gonna get 30 episodes in, and I'm gonna.
And
My
then your
soul's
last
gonna
words
fade.
were, "It was okay."
I've never heard of anyone getting halfway through it and dropping it. That is psychotic.
I think maybe if I retried it, because it was an early show. Like I stuck through all of
Were
Hunter
you
Hunter.
killed by the hype of like hearing about the show?
Yeah, because it was listed as like one of the best.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's the goat.
I don't think it is.
Ooh, and I don't know if it is. That's the thing too, right? Where you have other people glazing so much that the bar, the standard of expectation is so high that you can't meet it. And a lot of people are talking shit like that because maybe of nostalgia. Maybe they don't even realize how good it actually was, but they're all bandwagoning and saying all this shit. And then someone new comes in and tries to watch it and they're like, really? Is this supposed to be that good? And they get a very mid sentiment compared to what they've been told. And they're like, yeah, I just feel like I'm not going to watch it.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it's
What do you think of some hyped anime that actually like meets the hype then, or meet the reputation?
Madoka Magica?
Ooh, hey, this lost out the quintessential quintuplets in the community poll recently.
Hell yeah!
That show's that it's why are you
That's a
why'd
good
you
show.
stop?
That's a good
show.
show. It's
That's
a
a
great,
great
it's a
show.
great
Movies?
fucking show.
I don't think so, no.
Good.
I haven't seen the movies.
Don't.
You probably don't.
Promise Neverland.
Why don't see the movies? What's up with that? What is that? Don't watch the movies, they say. Are the movies that fucking bad? Also, Promise Neverland season 1 I heard is peak, but season 2 it's just so interesting how the author themselves decided to rush season 2 and give it the shittiest ending ever. Crazy, man. The author himself was involved in this.
Season 1?
Yeah, we don't
What
talk
about
about
season
season
We don't
two.
talk about season
We don't
two.
talk about season 2.
Wait, there's
Yeah.
a season 2?
You
Yeah.
don't have to watch it. It's fine.
Is it great?
No, no.
This is a bit. This is
Nah,
a
it's a
bit.
bit. I stopped watching it, but
Yeah,
season 1 I think is amazing. It's like
Yeah.
a show that if I told someone to watch, it's like they'd be like, "Yeah, that was great."
I just
Death Note?
can't fathom.
Code
that
Geass.
Death Note mentioned, Code Geass mentioned.
they
Yes.
fucked it up.
Why can't you fathom that? People fuck things up all the time.
Because it was just literally like, just follow the blueprint.
Because it was literally like the fourth highest selling
literally
manga.
just follow what
for
is
that year.
happening, and then they
No. The craziest thing about this is not the fact that they didn't follow the blueprint. It's the fact that the author themselves was directly involved with the planning of how season 2 was going to be. That's what blows my mind. That the author decided to cut all the shit out to rush it and have an anime original ending in order to like what highlight the manga and to have people be like, you want the real shit, go read the manga instead. That's my assumption, the strategy involved, because it just blows my, why the fuck would you do that? The author, I guess, just got way too cocky and thought that fuck the anime, y'all should be reading the manga instead.
They were like,
Like the manga was so successful and the fan base was so big, so that you'd think there'd be like massive pressure to be like, all right, we got to deliver to the fans, and then they were like, I know what they'll like, a PowerPoint presentation for the
Yeah.
last
They just
episode.
skipped
Ooh.
an entire
they
arc.
skipped everything.
Yeah, I heard they skipped the best arc.
They skipped the best arc.
Could you imagine if that happened in like the One Piece anime? People would like, I think there'd be riots in Japan. I think people would actually like quit jobs.
They also do the opposite, where they just extend it for 3,000
Yeah, yeah.
episodes too long.
yeah.
They're like, we don't have enough
Yeah, it's like,
manga.
why is there no
Yeah.
in between? Why do we have to extend it a million times? And then why can't you just follow the manga another time? When
Shonen recap syndrome is
if,
what I call
if
it.
it's the fourth highest selling manga, why would the fuck would you not just stick to the manga?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't have an explanation
I
for
d-
you.
I don't know.
Because
I
they
don't know.
fucking killed it on season 1, and all they need to do was just do more of that.
Stick the landing.
And then
Blame the author, man. Maybe I'm misinformed, but I remember watching a video that really talked in depth about Promised Neverland season 2. We reacted to that. And I remember clearly that the person making the video talked about the author themselves was directly involved with the strategic planning of season 2 and how it's going to be portrayed.
they just didn't. I don't know. Maybe they wanted to finish it in 2 seasons, but I don't know why they would. Because it's like the 4th. Yeah,
Who are these
I
people?
don't know.
I think it's always down to like probably rush timelines and some person above you who tells you to do things and you have to do them.
But I
Yeah, and that person might have been the fucking author.
always just assumed that if you were you're a studio, right? It must be a fucking blessing getting a show that you could make like 10 seasons of. Because you get
Well, no, because maybe you don't have
guaranteed
guaranteed funding for those seasons.
I guess,
Because
yeah.
like then you end up with situations where it's like you have a show that's great and then it's never finished,
Oh, true.
Yeah.
and then that's like an equally bad fate to die from.
Is this true in anime studio stuff? I think it makes sense to me logically.
Yeah.
What was the first show you watched where you had that cruel realization that sometimes, very often, anime, it just doesn't end, or they just stop making it, or the manga
Dude,
quit?
I watched Devil's a Part Timer.
Yo, season 1, amazing. Season 2, holy shit, what did they do to me, Chan?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like 5 years ago, I was like, dude, this is hilarious.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, season 2, and then you
And then he watched season 2 and he realized, holy fuck, it's so bad.
find like the threads being like, is there a season 2? Is there a season 2? And I was like, no.
Actually, there is now.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
It's actually airing next season.
I'm
Oh, it hasn't aired just yet. Oh, in this timeline, it hasn't aired just yet. Oh my fucking god, bro. What they did to season 2 is so sad, man. And I mean, the perfect representation of this also is Tower of God. Tower of God season 1 and season 2. Oh my god, what the fuck happened? Irregular Magic High School 2, shoutouts. Season 1 was pinnacle of anime for me for Power Fantasy Battle Magic Academy stuff. But then season 2 was like, what the hell? And season 3 was like, what the actual fuck? Yeah, Shield Hero. Yeah, Shield Hero season 1. I could actually say like, bro, Shield Hero season 1 is like peak revenge story arc. And it has such a good conclusion to it too. To the point I feel like Shield Hero just should have ended at season 1, and I think it would have gone down in history as one of the best isekais that specializes in revenge. But then season 2 happened. And now season 3 and beyond is actually pretty good, but like a lot of people already dropped it because season 2 was so fucking bad.
hype on that because
Yeah,
that show was really funny and I
Yeah,
liked
really
it a lot.
good.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll be as funny as I remember, because I watched it like 5-6 years
Also, I
ago.
watched it dubbed as well.
The dub is really
the
good.
dub was really good for that that series. So I don't know if it will
I
hit
watched
the
the dub,
same. Yeah.
I feel like when it's such a comedic timing show, having good voice acting in English definitely helps. I appreciate the jokes more as an English person.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like especially with comedy shows and comedy anime, my favorite comedy anime are
Konosuba.
all ones that have amazing dubs.
Yeah,
Because-
Panty and Stocking.
Huh?
Panty and Stocking, you seen
Anti and
Oh,
Stocking.
Penny Stocking is a
No, because I
fantastic dub.
Yeah.
generally don't go to anime for comedy because I think 99% of comedy
Is fucking cringe.
animes aren't funny.
That's
Yeah,
the
Yep.
yeah,
funny
that
ones.
is.
I agree. And like, you might think that like I'm hating on comedy. I just feel like comedy and anime quite often just is really cringe, or just, I'm just not laughing. It just kind of feels forced. Even Konosuba, where it is literally the comedy anime, sometimes I'm just like, the jokes aren't landing, man.
It's very
is true. That is true.
It's rare I find a good comedy anime.
Yeah, a lot of them are like comedy.
Like, what's the one that everyone talks about that's been long? Psyche? Is that it?
Oh, Psychic
yeah,
So.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
That
The
show
Four Koma show?
sucked.
You know, one of the fun
I was like,
Damn. The 4 Coma series, the one with the red hairy guy with the glasses. Psyche K. Okay. It sucks, huh? Okay.
Hey, holy
Have you
shit.
watched Sakamoto?
No.
That one's fun.
Okay.
I think that's pretty funny.
Sounds like a ligma though.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, Sakamoto's-
Yeah, he's Sakamoto.
That's like kind of.
Sakama D, Sakamo nuts, Sakamo nuts.
How do you describe Sakamoto? It's more like Mr. Bean humor, kind of in a way.
It's very slapstick.
Oh, like
Yeah.
physical comedy.
It's very much.
It's like
really
if
good
Mr.
tech.
Bean was a Giga Chad.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's the way to describe
That would be. I would love to see the live action of Mr. Bean just yoked.
Isn't that Johnny English?
All right, that's pretty much it. What did we learn from this? Ludwig has really good anime taste, right? He didn't finish FMA Brotherhood. That's gonna piss people off. But the fact that he mentions Silver Spoon, the fact that he mentions Welcome to the NHK, him shitting on comedy and anime, which I also agree with, his glazing up SAO, which I fucking love, him also calling out the creepy shit in SAO, which I also agree with. What else is there? I think that pretty good, right? They're like really, really good anime takes. Anyways, here's another video for y'all. Here, please go check out Trash Taste Highlights channel. Give it a like if you want. I'll see you next time.